Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. A YouTuber on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long goes 1975.
This is Buggy Boy on the Amiga. This is another game that doesn't run properly, or runs too fast I should say, on my A500 Mini. So I'm playing this on my Ken Hank Super Console X. It was ported to the home micro, so I'm pretty sure if you're from my neck of the woods you're very much familiar with Buggy Boy, but ported to the home micros by Elite. And Elite had a pretty good pedigree when it came to arcade ports. Released in the arcades in 1985, I think it was ported in 86, released in the arcades in 1985 by Tatsumi, and it's a sprite scaling racer, but it's different to other racers in the sense that you are in a beach buggy, hence the name Buggy Boy. It was called Speed Buggy apparently in North America. I didn't know that, but that title just has no pop. Why would you change the name from Buggy Boy? It's self-explanatory. Anyway, in the arcades it was a huge cabinet. Well, there were two. There was one that had 3 screens for a panoramic display. That wasn't the one featured in the artwork on the box, and then there was another one that just had one screen, which was called Buggy Boy Junior. On the micros, this got pretty decent ports across all versions. I say that, I've never played the Amstrad version, I should get on that. I've never played this version before either. I've played the Spectrum and the Commodore. The Commodore 64 version is absolutely phenomenal. Spectrum version has incredibly huge and colourful graphics with no attribute clash, but has a bit of a pace issue, but it's still a really good port and got good reviews. So based on the Commodore 64 version, this must be a banger. So we have 5 tracks: off-road, north, east, west, south, and right. Select your course by moving the joystick. We're going to go with, I always start with off-road, so let's go with that one. Looks pretty easy. Words to die by. Now it's different from other racing games in the sense that the track, because you're in a dune buggy, it's loaded with obstacles. There are slalom flags that you collect that give you points. There are like flags that you could drive under through, in fact, that also give you points, higher points, and extend your time. There are logs that you can use as ramps, and then there's pretty much everything else that you must avoid, including the drink or you will sink. No touchscreen music, just noticed, a bit poor. Now this suffers from what all games on the micros do unless you use keys. Right, all your information is at the top, track top left, time in the middle, to the right, or to the left of that is my gear, fire does that, hit a log, jump. Right, those flags, or drive under those ones, avoid the rocks. Now the problem is, yeah, you got to avoid everything. Chains down. Very much like the Commodore 64 version. The problem is, because you have to accelerate pressing up, you have to lean on the up key all the time, which means because you're pressing up, when you want to steer, I mean this is a common fault, like I said, on driving games on the micro. Get the time? Shite. A little bit of solid 3DS going on there, don't think it's polygons. Might help if I change gear. Yeah, it means when you have to turn left and right, because you're pressing up, it really does affect your control. Oh, look at that. Nope. Big fat tires like that, you think I float. Right, where's my time? I can't see where my time is, and by looking at the top of the screen I've just risked dying. Now, your sprite itself is tiny. Oh, that adds a bonus to collecting the flags. Don't think that's ever happened to me before. Yeah, your car is tiny, but it's super detailed. It's tiny compared to the arcades and the Spectrum. It looks very nice. Damn it, I thought that was a time. Oh, come on, limp it, limp it, limp it. Shizen. Thanks for that. Thanks for the bonus, even though I'm dead. So yeah, I'm not a fan. Not really its fault. Oh, it's letting me put my name in. I thought the time was giving me a continue option. So we go, oh fuck that, west, screw it, east, may as well jump into the deep end. Yeah, so most Amiga games, would they let you, I mean you could use keys to supplement, if you will, your joystick, but could you define keys? Doesn't seem to be an option between me playing these Super Console X, and wow, you can get time or bonuses, sorry, by flying through them. Oh, yeah, but could you outright play it on keys? Because keys for driving games, because obviously you use Q and A. Shit. Well, you didn't have to, but that's how me and, you know, keys are champions, keys are gods, if you will. Anyone with a brain did it. Look at this. I do like these solid effects here. How are you supposed to get those fly? Oh, that's that question answered. I never knew you could do that. I've never played this version. I doubt it's in the Spectrum version. Is it in, shit, the Commodore version? Why is this easier than the last track when you looked at it on the map? Or look at it on the map up there. Time. No, it's just 500 points. But yeah, so if you got Q up and A down as independent accelerator, and then your left fingers, or sorry, your right fucking hand is separate, then it's far more controllable. This leaning does not work for me, but that's every game, to be fair. Now, dare I say, bit of an odd comparison, that I would say that the Commodore 64 version is ever so slightly smoother than this. And by that, I guess I can't drive on that wall. I don't mean how stuff goes by you, because I don't even know I got that. You know, for software scaling, this is really, really, really good. It's up there with the best, ooh, you know, fake scalers on the Amiga. It really, really is. But that was a fucking stellar run. I shouldn't have said that out loud, should I? It's when you go left and right, it seems a bit jaggy. That's a really bad descriptive term. How am I supposed to get around that? Look at it. That's just not cricket. Yeah, so the minute you turn left, see, that's what I get with saying stellar run. The minute you turn left or right, look at it. It's not the worst I've ever seen. It doesn't ruin the game. It's just a bit, yeah. Like I said, play the Commodore 64 version if you want to know what an amazing port of this game is. This is a good port. I'm not saying it's not. It's a very good port. I'd be interested to see what this runs like on the Atari ST. I'm going to assume that this is not a port, but then, you know, assumption is the enemy. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that. You can do that on every version. Avoid the cornflakes in the middle. Keep forgetting to change up. If you want to see the Commodore 64 version, then I do have a gameplay of it, and the Spectrum. But then, to be fair, you're on YouTube already, so there are better channels and videos to watch gameplays of Buggy Boy on. Shizen. I would have liked in-game music, or at least the option to have in-game music. Or to be fair, there might be an option for in-game music, and I just haven't used it. That was close. But all in all, this is really, really nice. I never saw the arcade in the wild back in the day. Thanks to the piano solo there. No, I didn't want you. I wanted time. There we go. This is smooth. Like I said, it's not so much the left and right. That's a bit squiffy. But the actual, you know, fake scaling is really, really nice. Just a shame they didn't quite nail it in the left and right. Or maybe that's just me being... Oh, football! Overcrit. I mean, you forgot that was a thing as well. Things on the 8-bit versions, I should say, because I've not played the 16-bit version. Oh, complete off-road. This is probably the furthest I've ever got in this, on any version as well, to be fair. And it's fantastic, and it's... Ooh, shake harder, boy. To its credit. Yeah, Buggy Boy on the Amiga. It's the tits. Commodore 64 version's better. Controversial. Like I said, look it up. One more go. Again, I'm not doing the first track. I've always do the first track on every other gameplay I've done it. And I've done a few gameplays on it, because I've played it on the Commodore, then the Spectrum, then I decided to do a comparison. I believe. Whether those videos are still up, I don't know. Grow it. Looks like someone's digestive tract. Oh yeah, fire again. Have I just played the same track again? I have, haven't I? What? Oh, you shit, I have done the same track again. What triggers your side woody? I'm staying up here and seeing what happens. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Fuck it. Oh. I am magically teleported to the bottom. That happens to me all the time in real life. 1 minute you're reverse parking. The next minute you're somewhere else. Crazy. I do feel that the placing, whether or not it's like that in the arcade, I don't know. I'll have to have a look. I've never exploded before in this version. I'll have to have a look. Yet somehow when my car reforms, it's already in low, or still in high, even though it was blown up. Yeah, I'll have to have a look to see if it's in MAME on my Super Console X. That's how you have to say it. It's a law. I don't make these things. I just have to adhere to them. All right. Try not to blow up. Yay. Like I said, it's not terrible, the left and right. Maybe it's my TV, maybe it's me, maybe it's my eyes, maybe I should get a white stick. It just feels a bit... But the into the screen action, that's a very awkward way to say it. I'm in low again. It's lovely. Anyway, I don't know what reviews this got. I would have got A's all round. I don't know what reviews this got back in the day on this format. But, as always, why am I changing down? If I was a massive fan of the arcade, I would have been well happy with this. I don't know what's going on with those three things, top right hand corner underneath the flag, which to be fair, I'm not really sure I understand either. But yeah, I would have been well happy with this. Would like some music. Anyway, Buggy Boy, or Speed Buggy, shit name, on the Amiga, albeit on my Super Console X. Yeah, this is alright. This is better than alright. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day, or you played the arcade game, and which version do you think is the best port across the micros? Do you prefer the Commodore 64 version? Do you think it's smoother than this? Or maybe, like I said, I should just get a white stick. Anyway, I'm going to go up there. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Can you get that? You can. Magic.